How to stop your son from making mistakes. If your son grew up to be exactly the man you are today, would that be a blessing or a curse?
Honestly, that's a hard question. Part of me wants to say a blessing, but I've made a lot of mistakes I wouldn't want him to repeat.
I saw this clip from the hit series Landman. It was a scene between the father and the son. And I want to go to this clip, check it out, and then I want to talk about how powerful this scene is and how it relates to us fathers, sons, because that's what this channel is for, this page, Build Better Dads. That's what it's all about. So check out this video right here.
It was probably best that I only had you every other weekend. I wasn't raised to father a son. And all your grandfather did was work himself into being a cripple out on the rigs. Come home and get drunk enough to deal with my damn coked out tornado of a mother. And then come in my room and try to beat his failures all out of me. If you're gonna raise that girl's boy or one of your own, just know this. However you raise your son is how he's gonna raise his son. And that cycle is almost impossible to break.
You broke it.
I avoided it.
I love you, Dad. You did your best, and your best is good enough for me.
His son, his adult son, told him, hey man, you did your best. And your best is good with me because that's what you do it for. And what the father told the son is true. The way you raise your son is the same way he's going to raise his. I heard something and it's true. To get, if you don't want all this, your kids to grow up and be adults and don't want to have contact with you, if you want your sons not to make the same mistakes as you as a father, as a man, you have to see yourself through your children's eyes. See yourself how they see you. How many times do your children tell you that they love you? Or do they tell you? How do your children see you? Don't say you don't know, you have no idea, because you do have an idea. If you tell me, if I'm talking to a man and he tells me he doesn't know how they see me, how they see you, I know how they see you. If you don't know how they see you, I'm telling you, you know that they don't see you that positively. Because if they see you in a positive light, they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you they love you. They're going to tell you good things about you. They're going to tell you that. Children are some of the most honest people that they are.
I was just wondering, if you guys still love me.
Whether it's good or bad, they're going to tell you. If your breath stink, they're going to tell you, Daddy, your breath stink. I had a guy that I worked with, he had his hand, he had like he was missing one of his fingers on one of his hands. And he said, he was like, his son told him like, Dad, don't touch me with that hand. Don't touch me with that hand, Dad. So kids are going to tell you how they feel and what they want from you. So if you tell me you don't know how they see you, I know how they see you. They don't see you positively. So let's talk about what we need to do in order to not to in order for your son to not make the same mistakes as a father as you. Because like he said, like the main character said, and he told his son, if you gonna raise this woman's son, just know the same way you raised him is the same way he's gonna raise his son. And like he said, it's just gonna keep going and going and going. And his son told him, well, you stopped the cycle. He said, I avoided it. Don't even let's not even start the cycle. Let's learn how not to even go down that road. No, here's the number one thing we need to do. Many fathers want their sons to be more confident, more successful, and emotionally stronger than they are. But the reality is, you're the ceiling. If you're financially chaotic or bad with money, he learns chaos. If you treat women poorly, he learns to be disrespectful to women. Stop wishing your son is better than you and just start being better. Because kids learn, here we go, from observation, imitation, and repetition. They learn from you. You want your son to be all these things, then you be it. Number two, in the Landman clip, shows a father dealing with the harsh realities of the world. In his own life, your son is watching how you handle stress, failure, anger. When you are yelling in traffic, he downloads that. When you shut down emotionally, he downloads that. Here's how you deal with this. Don't, the old saying, do as I say, not as I do, that shit doesn't work. You heard what I said? The old saying, do as I say, not as I do, that shit doesn't work because you're the ceiling. They're watching you. They're watching you. So, like he said, the way you raise your son is the way he's going to raise his son. If you're telling him, do as I say, not as I do, then he's going to be saying the same type of crap to his son. If you want your son to have more integrity, to be a stand-up guy, then it starts with you. And being a hypocrite is the fastest way to lose respect forever. Because we all know, we've seen it before. We've seen it before. People's parents tell them not to do something, and what they say, well, you do it. You do it. Or don't drink, don't smoke. You do it. You come home, you get a beer, you know what I mean? You go out in the garage and smoke some weed. Why I can't do it? Your words got to be your bond and you got to be the role model. And that's what Build Better Dads is all about. Teaching fathers the importance of being a good role model in areas of finance, relationships, and manhood. Here's the third. Here's the last one. Fathers often sacrifice our dreams, our health, our mental sharpness for our families. We become out of shape. We become bitter, just providers and the guys that pays the bills. This is not the model you want to teach your son. Your son needs a hero. I remember a clip, a kid asked Tom Brady, he was like, who's your hero? Who do you look up to? I know you probably seen it. And he got emotional. And he said, my dad. Because that's who our hero should be. Not some dude we don't fucking know. It should be you. You should be your son's hero. Go to the gym. Get your finances in order. Pursue your passion. Let your son see you doing something you love to do so he'll know, hey, I can do that too. I talk to my son all the time about He has all these ideas about starting a business and all that. I give him advice. And one time he got upset. He's like, well, nobody listens to me. Dad's the only one listening to me. I told him, I'm the only one who needs to listen to you. You only need one person to listen to you. And you got him right here. You don't need everybody to, because everybody don't care. But I care. You got to care. You got to care. You got to go out and pursue your passion and show your son, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. So if you want your son to not make the same mistakes you have made, you got to know that you've got to see yourself through your children's eyes. Do you like what you see? Like I said in the beginning, if your son grew up to be the man you are today, would that be a blessing or a curse? This channel, this podcast is sponsored by Build Better Dads, the website for fatherhood coaching. If that's what you need, I'm the guy for you, and I'm out of here. Peace.